Hello, everybody. Hello, Star family, galactic family. Welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. So most of you guys already know that it's Scorpio season, right? Right. Okay. So, I received a download. hmm And in my download, uh, a lot of Scorpio energy came up, and then I started to receive these synchronicities, okay? And they were all connected to the Scorpio season. And this is where the download came in. And I received all of these messages. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like a replay of my life. Like, there was a few things that have been happening to me that I've been noticing that I'm like, that's kind of strange, or that's different. And then all of a sudden, boom, I got these pictures in my mind, and then all this information started to pour in. And then something told me to pull my astrology report, which I have. I have, like, I don't know, like 5 different reports that I pulled because I'm trying to learn how to read astrology. So I kind of pulled different types of reports. And actually, I didn't even pull them. I traded services with another subscriber that does astrology, and I do numerology. So we traded readings, and she printed off all of these, reports for me. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the astrology part of me because I'm trying to merge the numerology, readings that I do with the astrology, like for myself, trying to make sense of it, trying to connect the dots. And so Spirit came and told me that I should pull out my astrology readings, my reports, and look where Scorpio is at in my chart. Okay, so I did that. And in my chart, Scorpio is in Uranus, okay, in the first house, and in my north node in the second house. Honestly, you guys, I don't even know what the north node is. I'm still learning. So I really didn't read too much about that one because I couldn't really get the information that resonated with me. So I just went with, you know, Scorpio in Uranus. So I started reading and researching, and then I had all of these tabs on my computer open. I was like, oh my God, there's so much information. Like, you learn a little bit about one thing, and then you need to go pop over to another thing. You need to pop over to another thing and another thing. And it's like this whole connect the dots deal. And it kind of comes together and gives you a clearer picture or a bigger picture. And then when you add your numerology with it, it's like, wow, it's so amazing. But it is not easy. Now I know why some people charge so much to do the astrology readings. It's a lot of work. It truly, honestly is a lot of work. So, so far, this is what I've learned. I know that Scorpio, there's like these little tiny gnats because I brought all my plants in from outside, and the soil is kind of wet, and there's all these little bugs flying around, and they're just like, psh. It's like only when I want to do something, they start to fly in front of my face. So if you see me going like this, it's me swatting at the little, whatever they are, the little flies, the little gnats. Okay, so yeah, I know Scorpio brings up things like that need to be dealt with in life, okay? The influence that I've experienced these last few days, actually these last few weeks, honestly, um, with Scorpio activating the planet Uranus, because that's what's in my chart. That's where that's where Scorpio falls in my chart. Okay, um, it's shown me how unique I am. It's kind of bringing up my talents. And within the last couple of weeks, a lot of the passions that I've had throughout my life all kind of merged together into like a package for this last week. And it was like a reminder of all of these things that I had, all of these passions doing came to me, and it brought me joy. It made me very happy. And I was just like, oh, wow, I remember when I used to do that. I remember when I used to do this. Oh, I enjoyed when I used to do that. And it all kind of like came together in a whole package deal. For instance, I was the event coordinator for the Fall Festival out here in Western New York in Kendall, and I booked music. Now, I used to travel with my husband and manage him in music. I used to book artists and do all that, great stuff. And it just brought back memories from doing music. Creating the event brought back memories from when I used to do these huge arena events when I used to travel, and investors used to book me to help promote their huge shows. Um, the arts and crafts portion of this festival of booking the vendors brought back a lot of memories of me crafting and just doing things that brought joy into my life, because I didn't know how talented I was until I started painting and making fairy jars and just wrapping jewelry and just doing a bunch of different things here and there. So the Scorpio has brought up how unique I am. Okay, it's activating many of the planet's influences within me, the ones that are within me, and then that when I say that, that's including the North Node is what I read and what I understood. Like I said, I'm a rookie at the astrology portion of all of this, but this is what I understand. Okay, so while I was going through my chart and reading all of this information, I'm a Leo. Okay, and Uranus is the god of Aquarius. Okay, and Aquarius is on the opposite side of the astrology wheel. So I was like, okay, I have a feeling that this means something. It means something because it's like, whoa, it's like all these things are coming together for me, and I feel like I'm on the right track. That's what I was feeling. Like I was on the right track. I was like, I'm about to reveal something big. That's how it kind of feels. Okay. So when I asked myself, what does this all mean? And I got this answer. Leo is a fire sign. Okay. And Aquarius is an air sign. All right. And fire cannot live without air. Air helps a fire grow. Air helps a fire live, because without air, you have no fire. Okay? I feel that Scorpio in Uranus is a positive thing for me. Okay? It's bringing up positive things for me to deal with, not negative things. There are a few things that I felt like are coming up that I was like, oh man, like challenges. But then I changed how I was looking at it. Okay, I changed my perception and I tried to find the good in it, and I did. And so far, everything, I feel like I'm on the right track, you guys. So I kind of feel like I'm this fire, I am the fire sign, and this Uranus, Aquarius, because Aquarius rules it, or maybe it's vice versa. Maybe it's Uranus rules Aquarius. I think that's how it goes. Anyways, um, to me, the significance of that it was like that was the message. Like, um, it's bringing up my creative side, and it's helping my creative side come to life because it's blowing air into the fire to help that fire grow and expand and be creative. So I'm feeling like these creative energies flowing through me. That's exactly what I'm feeling, you guys. And the energies of Uranus are also electric and crammed with change. And talking about electric, the last few days have been electric. We've been experiencing a geomagnetic storm for the last few days. Now, the resonance has been spiking. So, for those of you that check the Schumann resonance daily, you guys know this. But for those of you that don't, I'll leave a link down below. But yeah, the Schumann resonance has been spiking. it will continue to spike. And I say spike because it's really not spiking, it's amplitude. So it's getting louder. But on the graph, you see these big white blobs. So it looks like it's spiking. But it's actually getting louder. The resonance of the amplitude is the hertz are going from our base hertz of 7.83, I think it is, and it's been, you know, 20 hertz, 30 hertz, 60 hertz. We've even hit 100 hertz. I think last year we hit 100 hertz. It might have even been more, but the graph only goes to 100 that I'm aware of. I mean, I could totally be wrong, but I'm just an observer. Okay, so again, this energy that's coming in, this geomagnetic energy, this electric energy that's coming in is not going to stop. I mean, it might let up a little bit, but it's not going to stop. It's going to continue for the next few months. That's the message that I have been receiving. I can feel this energy as it's coming in, you guys. And when it comes in, most of the time, it starts with my feet. And for those of you that have been following me know that I get these hot feet when we're about to have a geomagnetic storm because I'm always posting about it. And also paranormal activity amps up around me. I also see sparks of light in the sky. It's kind of like static. It's kind of, yeah, kind of like static, or it's not like a lightning strike. It's kind of more like a spark of light, like a static spark of light. And I also see it around, I'm starting to see it around me, like in front of me and in the space around me, not just in the sky when I look up into the sky. I actually see it in front of me. It's different from the orbs that I see. It's just like a spark of light. Like literally, it's just like static. If you've ever seen a spark of light come from static, that's what it looks like. Um, I also feel it on my skin. It feels like it's like not, I don't want to say like bugs crawling under your skin, but it feels like you have like something crawling on your skin sometimes, like a tickle, or it feels like your hairs are raising up and they're like moving, and you know, you kind of get a little bit itchy, or you just kind of like rub your arm because you feel like something's on you. It kind of feels like that. It feels like something is touching me sometimes. At work the other day, I was talking to one of my coworkers and I felt that on my shoulder, and I turned to look behind me and there was nobody there. And my coworker was like looking at me like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, I felt like somebody tapped me, and she's like, "Yeah, I saw you turn your head." I'm like, obviously, because we were talking. But yeah, I felt like somebody tapped me. So sorry guys, I am cooking chili and my alarm went off, so I had to go stir the chili. So I'm back. So where I left off is I knew one of two things was going on. I knew that geomagnetic energy was coming in, so I thought to myself, it must be here, or integration is being brought up to be looked at. Okay? Or the restaurant is haunted and the spirits are coming out to play because we are close to that time. So actually, it's one of three things. Could be any of those, because Scorpio is influencing Uranus within me, and my intuition is more powerful, and my hunches for things are so on point lately. It's like it blows my own mind. It's like, whoa, yeah. So this is so true right now, you guys. I'm excited to break new ground when attempting to understand the you know, these new layers of myself. As I'm peeling these layers back and I'm understanding these new layers of myself, I'm getting excited. And you know, this is how I felt researching all of this information. And then I also got another download that came in and said, you know, you chose this. You literally chose the life you're living. And not just me, you too. All of you guys that are watching this, you all chose the life that you are living. You're choosing your achievements, your failures, your happiness, your sadness, your challenges. You guys are choosing everything, okay? And astrology and numerology is kind of just a tool to help guide you through this life, because we came in with amnesia. So once we kind of wake up and we figure out how to use these tools can be utilized to help us to become, you know, not to become, to overcome the challenges that we've been playing over and over and over again, time and time again, in all of our lifetimes. Because whatever you don't accomplish in a past lifetime, you're just going to keep reincarnating until you accomplish that one thing. And that one thing is unconditional love. Okay? It's just that while we're on this path to unconditional love, we get pulled away. It's like a can of worms. We get pulled away, and just like rabbit holes, we dive down one and then you can't find your way back out. You come up through another one and then you dive back in. It's just like the Matrix, you guys. Literally, that's all I can say. It's the Matrix. But it's the path to unconditional love. And so I'm learning how, sort of, to use the astrology. Like, I get into it and then it's just so much information that I feel like I literally feel like I have to take a class, because I get so into it, but then I get so stuck that I wish I just had somebody that I could call up and be like, hey, what is blah, 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 what does this mean, da, 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 instead of researching, because then when I start researching, then I get sidetracked, then I'm like, oh, ooh, look at this, yeah, oh, and then I start typing something else, and then I lose track, and then I put it down, and then the next day comes, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was working on that, and then I lose the interest a little bit because it's too hard. I don't know if that's a Leo trait or what, but yeah, procrastination. So yeah, I wanted to just talk about this and tell you guys, you chose the life that you are living. And I also want to tell you guys that research is a talent. It truly is, because you have to type in the right thing or look for the right thing to get the information that you're truly searching for. So research is challenging, and it definitely is a talent. I'm a simple soul with few wants and needs, and I get very bored at times doing something that, like, if I'm struggling and finding the answers to certain things, I get bored and then I kind of move on to something else. And that's kind of how I feel with astrology sometimes. But for the most part, I'm a simple soul with a few wants and needs. And as long as I get a little bit of the information that I was searching for and it resonates with me, and then spirit interjects and comes in and gives me messages, I'm happy with that. And then I move on. Yeah. I'm cool with just the numerology. But I guess as I go over my numerology chart, um, when I feel guided, I'll dig into the astrology part of that and kind of, connect the dots here and there. But again, it seems like I just lose interest really quick when it comes to astrology. And I don't know why. I'm so fascinated with it, but at the same time, I cannot focus long enough to stay interested in it. But I keep navigating. Navigating, is that the word I want to use? Navigating. Yeah, navigating back to it. And I feel like in a past life, I did something with astrology. I had an affinity for it. And a little piece of me in this lifetime wants to get into it. But then there's this new me in this lifetime that's like, eh. Sometimes I feel like I must have been a cocky, powerful soul in one of my lifetimes, like really powerful, because I feel like I have all this knowledge, but I feel like there's this block and I'm not able to get past this block sometimes. And I think it's because I have to prove something. 234, it's 234. I feel like I have to prove something to prove that I am not that selfless, I guess, soul that I used to be. Maybe I was a bad person. Sometimes I feel like I was very selfish in a past life, and in this lifetime, I'm kind of paying for a lot of the selfishness from a past life. So I have to kind of earn my wings, per se. I don't always feel like that, but there's a lot of times that I do feel like that. I don't know if there's a lot of you guys out there, or any of you guys out there that can relate to that, to what I'm saying. Anyways, for the most part, I'm a simple soul. In this life, I'm a simple soul. So regardless of what sign Scorpio is in your chart, it's all about transformation. That's what this Scorpio season is about. It's all about transformation, okay? Pluto and Mars rule Scorpio. So take care of your body, you guys. This is what I learned in my research, that Pluto and Mars rule Scorpio. And then I was looking at the planetary body, and I seen that it has a lot to do with the symptoms that we're feeling. See how the dots connect with each other? It's kind of mind-blowing how all of this comes together. So I just want to tell you guys, from what I read, I want you guys to take care of your body. This planet has powers of renewal. Okay, so it makes sense that Pluto influences the body's ability to rejuvenate, regenerate, and heal. Okay, Pluto plays a role in healing by governing the various functions within the immune system. Okay, um, and Mars has to do with your DNA, your blood, the oxidation of your cells and the blood and all that. So what I got from that is, during this time right now, you guys are probably feeling a whole bunch of symptoms. And the message that came through to me was to tell you guys to eat high vitamin C, eat a lot of things with vitamin C in them, to reap the benefits of the rejuvenation and all of that, you know, that information coming from the planet Pluto. You know, eat vitamin C, drink vitamin C. Um, Gosh, there was something else that I wanted to tell you guys about it. I'm seeing like fruit, kiwis. I don't know if kiwi has vitamin C. I don't know why I'm seeing a kiwi, but I'm seeing a kiwi. Maybe it's vitamin C. I'm gonna have to look that up. Um, hemp, hemp seeds. I think they're hemp seed. I'm seeing these little tiny, 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 like really tiny black seeds. I'm hearing hemp. I'm thinking chia seeds. So all of that is going to help you while through this Scorpio season, because of the planets that rule this sign. So that's how you want to take care of yourself in the Pluto aspect of all of this. Okay. So, oh, and also drink water, and you can add some lemon and lime. Those are both high in vitamin C, and that will help you too. Oh, also the planet also governs birth and death on a cellular level too. We are still in the shedding season. The season starts in September, and it lasts, for me, I feel, my opinion, it lasts all the way until spring. So until some people say April, but I say it lasts all the way into May for me. That's what I feel. So the shedding season for me, and this is what I've noticed in my life throughout the years, is that the shedding season goes from September all the way through April into May. So we're still in the shedding season. Pluto is also connected to the body's reproductive system. Okay. I hear that July and August will be popular this summer. Yes, that's what came through, you guys. July and August is going to be popular this summer. A new wave of rainbow children are on their way in. Also, take care of your energy. Eat foods that are high in iron, red meat. For those of you guys that are vegan, I'm sorry, but this is the message that came in. Red meat, liver, spinach, stuff like that. Mars has a huge influence on our red blood cells. I don't know if I just said that up earlier in the video, but it has a huge influence on our red blood cells and a natural oxidation in the body. Mars is also an assertive planet, and it is connected to our procreative aspects of the body such as the functions of our sexual organs. Yes, okay? That's why we will have a huge wave of the rainbow children coming in, because that's, you know, people are like, boom, chicken, wow, wow. 'Tis the season. Now, all of these energy waves and planet transits can definitely make your human life feel very challenging. Okay, it's all part of the plan, and it's part of your mission to get you. It's kind of like, without these challenges in your life, I mean, what else would push you to do the things that you don't want to do, but you need to do because it's good for you? It's there to help you, to guide you, to show you, to change you. If you don't have the challenges, you don't have the push. It's like, what else do you have? It's kind of like your cosmic coach. So if you were a football player, and in order to be the best, football player, or the best player on your team, your coach pushes you to be a good child or not a child, but a good scholar. How would you be a good scholar if you don't have your parents helping you, or your mentor helping you, pushing you, challenging you to be the best that you can be? Okay, so the universe is doing the same thing for you guys. Understand that your soul is naturally free and happy. No matter what, you chose this. Okay, even though you may feel like your ego self may feel unhappy, challenged, um, sad, stressed, whatever your vessel feels or your ego self feels, that's not your soul. That's not how your soul feels. You chose all this. You have been given options because this is we live under the free will law. Okay, and under the free will law, you're able to do anything you want to do to help you on your path. The goal is to walk the path of unconditional love and service to others. Okay, but not all the time do us humans, do that. We get lost on the path sometimes. But understand that your soul is naturally free and happy no matter what. It's naturally free and happy at all times. We chose to come to this earth. We chose to come to Gaia, just as we chose to live lives on many other planets, places, and dimensions. Okay? It just so happens that this lifetime you came to Earth. You're on Earth. You're on Earth in an Earth body, in a vessel, in an avatar. Energy here moves very, very slowly. Okay, and you also knew that before you incarnated and came here. Okay, due to our planet being made up of physical matter, which is why a lot of people find living here not very easy, myself included. Okay, since I was a little girl, I used to always look up into the sky and say, I want to go home. When I was a teenager, I used to say, I don't belong here. I don't know, but this doesn't feel like home. And I used to tell my friends that, and they were like, you're weird. You're so weird. And I'm like, I don't know. When I was younger, I used to just think it was me in a past lifetime. I used to think I was adopted. Like, I didn't belong here. This life, this is hard. Like, everything about life was hard. And I also want to share something with you guys. Might be weird. But have you ever looked at a door that was open and you just want the door to shut? And you're just like sitting there staring at the door, and you know that you have the power to shut that door with your mind, but the door is not shutting? I feel like that sometimes. I feel like that for a lot of things. Like the movie Matilda, when she's just like la 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 la, poof, and she points at stuff and things are just cleaning itself and moving around. I feel like I had that power, but I can't use that power here. That probably sounds really bizarre, especially if you're really new to my channel and all of this stuff is really new for you. You're probably like, this chick, she's whack. It's okay. It's okay. You'll probably come back. I guarantee you. Once you walk the path of enlightenment long enough, you will be back, and I won't be so weird to you anymore. But for those of you that have been following me for a while, I'm sure some of you guys can relate. If you can't, then you can't, whatever. I don't care anymore. I know, I think I overshare. I used to be ashamed to share stuff like that with people, but um, that's why I created this platform on YouTube so I can share those, share that stuff with you guys because I know I'm not the only one. It's just maybe I'm the only one, in your life that would actually admit that, and maybe you'll find comfort in that. Who knows? But anyways, yeah. That's what I used to do when I was a little girl. There's still times when I'm home and I'll be staring at the door or the light or just anything and just be like I wish I could just move that with my mind. And I could feel like myself go into this weird trance and everything gets really like bright white around me, and then I feel like everything in like I bring myself into a space. Um, I don't know, it's like I took myself out of this reality. That's how I feel sometimes. And my whole body starts to do this motion, like it's rocking all by itself. And everything's white, and I don't see anything, only the thing I'm focusing on. And then I start to buzz. And then I start to focus in on it for so long that I almost feel like I'm going to pass out. I don't know why, but I get this really weird, like, pass out feeling. So then I pull myself out of it because I don't know. I don't know. It when I get to that stage of it, I feel like that a little bit of a fear creeps up on me, and then I stop. So maybe if I move past that fear, maybe I could do it. I don't know. I don't know. I personally believe that we are magical. It's just that because of all of this denseness on this planet and everything around us, it's just not so easy to use the gifts that we know we have. Okay, the gifts that we've probably used on other planets or in different dimensions or realms. And a little piece of me is just starting to remember that. I don't know. The point is, energy moves slow here on Earth, and that's why we all experience a little bit of frustration from time to time. Some people say that here on Earth is the only hell that you will ever know. And I've said that to people for so long, for so many years. Since I was like a teenager, I used to say there's no such thing as hell. Hell is Earth. And not that that's a like not as a bad thing, like I'm just comparing it to when people say you're going to burn in hell, and if you don't do the right thing and you sin and you do this and you do that, you're going to go to hell, blah blah blah. No, no, no. Hell is being on this beautiful planet and not remembering who in the hell you really are. That's the hell. Hell is the matrix. Hell is the third the 3D dimension, the third dimensional reality that we're forced to live in. That's the hell. But once we raise our vibration and expand consciousness, we're going to break hell and bring heaven on earth. And we're going to be these beautiful, crystalline beings glowing. And, you know, um, it won't be so dense. We won't have slow moving energy because um, the energy won't be so slow down here. Things are speeding up, and a lot of that dense matter, that third dimensional reality, that 3D, is diminishing little by little. And for those of you that live in or that are anchored in the fifth dimension, anchored into that dimension, you are experiencing it. And there's some of you that are actually anchored into the sixth dimension. I know people that are anchored into the ninth dimension. Okay, so everybody's experiencing a different reality as they expand their awareness and raise their consciousness and raise their vibration. So it's not going to be hell forever. It's just temporary if that's how you feel, you guys. Honestly, there are times when I do feel like Earth is hell, but it's not the planet that's hell, it's the energy that's hell. The planet is actually very beautiful. I love this planet. And I would come back if the energy wasn't so dense. So, yeah, as we progress over lifetimes, it becomes easier and easier each time. At least I hope that's how I feel. It really is not bad here. I was grounding yesterday outside barefoot and just looking around at Earth's beauty. And I was just looking all around, you know, and all my worries just kind of faded away for a moment. And I just took a big deep breath in, and like I felt like nature just took out that little sadness that I was carrying around, and it was like literally a breath of fresh air. And it just was like it took the weight off my shoulders. That's how it was. That's how it felt. We all knew that, you know, what we were in for when we decided to be born and come to Earth. We chose the exact moment from the position of the stars to the planets, okay? And we also chose all of the challenges that come along with, you know, our life. This damn fly, he just like wants to land on my nose or something. So yeah, astrology is not my strong suit or not my strong gift, as I mentioned before earlier in this video, but maybe it is. I just don't know it yet. Maybe I'm just being very stubborn with it. But but if you guys really want to know a little bit about how to navigate life in this lifetime, I highly suggest that you guys study a little bit of astrology. A little bit goes a long way, trust me. It's not easy. It's like rabbit hole after rabbit hole. It's a lot to learn, you guys. And as I'm learning, I see it, you know, I see that it is like you have to just connect the dots to see the bigger picture, but you can't connect the dots unless you do the research and, you know, find the next dot so you could connect it. Now, as a soul crossing into this realm, into this vessel that I call Gabbie, you know, coming in as a baby, we all came here prepared, knowing we could handle whatever life threw at us because we chose the life that we're living, okay? Otherwise, we wouldn't have came forth for the experience. We are here for the experience. Just make the most of it. And again, if you want to know about the challenges that you're going to face in your lifetime, it's literally written in the stars. It's written in the planets. You just have to do the research. The tools are there. You just have to figure out how to use them. And you know, we are not alone, by the way, you guys. You can ask for guidance. Your divine spiritual team will help you, but they won't help you unless you ask for the help. They cannot interject unless you ask for the help, okay? We're not alone. They're here. Also, there are beings from other planets and places who zip across the universe within a heartbeat. Some of you guys probably see them. When you look outside into the sky, you might see these weird objects just like zipping through the sky. I've seen them. I know we're not alone. I've seen what's out there. So what you want to do is, you guys, you want to raise your vibration through either meditation or going into a quiet room or quiet time each day. Get closer to nature. That's probably your best bet. Get closer to nature. It's the best way to raise your vibration. And once you raise your vibration, then you'll be more able to receive messages from spirit. Okay? If you're one of those people that wonder how come you can't connect with spirit, you can. You just need to raise your vibration. Okay? You need to tune in. And you won't just be able to connect with spirit. You'll be able to connect with multi-dimensional beings, interdimensional beings, angels, loved ones. You just need to raise your vibration. Most of you will come back time and time again, and you know, some of you won't. I don't think I will. At least that's how I feel right now. I don't think I will, but we'll see. It can seem like this lifetime is taking forever. ever. Sometimes that's how it feels for me. It feels like I've been in this lifetime for a zillion years. Probably because I have. My soul probably has been here for a few thousand years. So that's probably why I feel like I've been here for so long. But honestly, it's just a drop in the ocean compared to who you are and, you know, where you have come from and where you're going as a soul. So appreciate being here on earth, okay? While you are here, research and do some soul connecting. Enjoy this Scorpio season. I'm learning a lot more about myself by learning about what's in my chart. And I'd like to thank Scorpio season for giving me this nudge and for dredging up things that I suppressed that got me to, do this video. I didn't think a lot of the things that came up these last few weeks were things I forgot about or put behind me, but um, Scorpio season was like, it's time to revisit, Gabbie. So I just would like to thank the Scorpio season, for bringing back this this soul's um, energy, because I started to feel like my light was dimming again, and Scorpio season kind of it put some fuel on the fire. It's like it ignited my flame, or ignited my soul, and brought me back to life. So thank you, Scorpio season. I appreciate it. I am grateful. Um, so blessings to all the star seeds that are watching this video. And also, before I let you guys go, I want to let you know that I am still doing numerology readings. If you are interested, all of my information is down below. Yes, I'm still doing tarot card readings. Somebody emailed me yesterday asking me. I am. And yes, I am still doing them by donation only. I will let you guys know if I start charging. But for the time being, it's just donation. Okay? And also, you guys, the glitch. If you guys don't know who the glitch is, I will link him down below. He's another amazing starseed that has a YouTube channel and shares his experiences, his downloads with the masses. And he actually wrote a book. So I want you guys to support him, please, and go check out his book. It's on Amazon Kindle. And if you're already a member on Amazon Kindle, the read is free. But if you're not, the book is only $4.99. And it's a good way to show support in this community. I got my copy. Even though I have Amazon Kindle, I had to log in another way so I could show my support by actually purchasing my copy. And I don't know if he has a hard copy, but I did purchase the copy that actually went to one of my devices. So either way, I have two copies. I have the free one and I have the $4.99 copy. But please show your support and go give the glitch some love. Talk to you guys later, you guys. Many blessings.